G'day battlers, and today we are jumping in for some Glacial Cup battles, the brand new Silph Arena monthly meta. Now, if you haven't seen my meta simplified infographic yet, watch that video first because it'll give you an idea about what this cup is, and then also give you a bit of a basic understanding about what the matchups are in this cup, so that as we go through these videos, you'll have a bit more of a deeper understanding about what we're kind of seeing as we go. So this is sort of the practical part of this introductory lesson, I guess. We're jumping in up against Silph, who is a member of Team Rocket Academy, another Silph Arena content creating channel, so I'll link them in the description down below. But we have Yahwertle in the lead up against Abomasnow, so we had to get out of there straight away. Now, I've brought double ice in this game, so I have both Abomasnow and Frostlass in the back. Essentially, the plan being if Yahwertle was a bad lead, then I'd swap into Abomasnow and then try and either take this opposing Abomasnow out or just weaken it down enough that Yahwertle can come back in and be in a bit of a better matchup. But we're hoping to win switch here, so we burn the first shield on the first weather ball. We're going to let this one come through. Silph does have a bit of energy on me, so I'm a little bit scared about how this is all going to end up going, but they end up swapping out into Hypno, and this is not terrible for us, because it means, our Abomasnow doesn't have too much health left, so Silph isn't going to be able to farm too much, and then we're just going to let Abomasnow go down. We're going to be able to bring this Yahwertle in, and then Yahwertle, as long as that Hypno doesn't have Ice Punch, Yahwertle should be in a pretty decent spot, but we're actually doing a lot of damage with his Abomasnow anyway. So Yahwertle comes in, again, as long as this isn't Ice Punch, we should be okay, so kind of fingers crossed on this one. Also, Focus Blast wouldn't be good, but it is a Thunder Punch coming through, so definitely nice there, resisting that, and then we should be able to Dragon Breath all the way down there. Not too much of a threat, but Abomasnow's coming back in. We decided to throw this Body Slam to do a bit of chip damage, and then we're going to swap into the Frostlass. Actually, we're staying in. A little bit of an odd, I guess, going for another Body Slam, which is definitely going to bring the Abomasnow weak, but this is letting that Abomasnow get a lot of energy. I do want to keep the shield for Frostlass, because if you've played Silph Arena metas before, you'll probably know that Frostlass with shield is a really dangerous Pokemon, so it looks like I was just going to soak up the energy on that Yahwertle and then bring in the Frostlass, try and take it down. But there's a Shadow Politoed in the back, which isn't a terrible matchup for Frostlass, especially having a shield. And I knew that was a Weather Ball, so it could come through, but look how much damage that does. That does it does basically half of Frostlass's health. I cannot take another one. So I need the Shadow Ball to go through, and, it's a little bit healthy. I need to, unfortunately, I need to Powder Snow all the way down here before another Weather Ball comes through, and then try and get my Avalanche off before the Weather Ball from the Abomasnow. Unfortunately for me, the Politoed able to hang on there with 1 HP, and that is going to take me down. So a little bit unfortunate there, definitely a bit of a misplay with this Yahwertle, but that was my literal first game in the cup, so plenty of room for improvement here. Now, this is an interesting matchup here. We've got Beedrill up against Alakazam. Alakazam is one of the only 2 counter users in the entire cup. I think it's Alakazam and Haxorus, so they're nice Abomasnow counters, I guess, but they're really, really frail, so kind of going to see that on display a little bit here. We get the first shield, and then Alakazam also has Fire Punch, because of that, the Community Day? Did it get counter or Fire Punch as Community Day? I think it was counter. So anyway, it has Fire Punch, so it means that we would have had to burn a shield back. But here comes Caracosta, and I do not have a great answer to Caracosta. I throw the Drill Run and get that last shield, and then I swap into Frostlass, which is probably the wrong play there, because I did have Drapion in the back, and my Drapion is running Aqua Tail, which maybe would have done a little bit better than swapping into Frostlass. This Avalanche is not going to take Caracosta out, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking here. Just playing with some Pokemon, and I know I've used Frostlass 2 in a row, but I think this is the last time that we're going to see our Frostlass come out. So get hit by a Body Slam, which is going to be resisted, but Rock Throw is going to take us down before we can get to another move, or we could Powder Snow that Caracosta down. So at this point, I'm a little bit scared. I'm not sure what I should do. I decided to bring in Drapion, and figure a Body Slam isn't going to be the end of the world for me, and I think it's got Rock Stone Edge, Smackdown? It's got one of those. Oh no, it's got Surf. Okay, Body Slam Surf. I feel like it's got a Rock charge move as well, but I guess you've got Rock Throw as the fast move, so you don't really need that sort of backup. They bring the Alakazam back in, and this Crunch is definitely going to one-hit KO, so it all comes down to what is in the back, whether I can deal with it with a low health Drapion, and it's all on Sandslash. So, the answer is no. No, I cannot deal with this at all. Even if I get the 30% chance at a defense debuff here, it is not going to be enough. I need to be able to get a Drill Run off on the Beedrill, and I don't have enough health. I wouldn't be able to survive the Powder Snows to get there, so leaving in B-Drill for a long time up against Caracosta. Like, I get what I was doing, trying to get that drill run off, but it was a little bit rough, and I guess my lineup was just rough overall. Now, we're getting into Mew up against Ariados here. Now, Lunge is going to be super effective against my Mew, but I'm running Flame Charge, which I feel like Flame Charge Mew, as I mentioned in the meta video, it could be a really powerful Pokemon, so we'll see if it works out in this battle. We swap into the Gyarados to catch the Lunge, because it is going to be resisted, and even though I said Waterfall Gyarados, I kind of prefer it in the other video, we are trying out Dragon Breath here, just because it's what I've got on the moveset, and we did get, unfortunately, attack debuff, so our Dragon Breath's not doing as much damage as the Dragon Breaths from the Dragonair. We get our move off at a really nice time there. So we get CMP, the Aqua Tail comes through and takes us out, and at this point, we're going to be able to bring in either Pokemon and farm. I decided to bring in Bronzong, just because I knew that if they were able to get to an Aqua Tail, it wasn't going to be the end of the world for me, and I can let this come through. Confusion all the way down, and then we'll see what ends up coming out. One more Confusion, down goes Dragonair. We have a ton of energy, and we have the shield advantage. They bring in the Ariados, and I'm kind of like, okay, I wonder if they've got another Pokemon in the back that is also weak to Bronzong, because this is not a good matchup for it at all. Go for the first one, realize how much Confusion is doing, and I'm kind of going, can I just shield and farm all the way down? Because that seems like it could be pretty powerful there. And at the last minute, I give up faith, I click on the charge move, I panic, but then they get the CMP tie. So it's like, that was a bit of a waste. So I just decided to let Bronzong go, bring in Mew, get a bit of energy, and it's a Haunter in the back. So we've got this Flame Charge, which this isn't a matchup that you need Flame Charge for, but it's just going to do a ton of damage. It's going to boost the damage of my Shadow Claws even more, giving me that attack buff, and then I'll just Shadow Claw all the way down. And take that one out. But we've got Galarian Rapidash up against the Kingdra here. Galarian Rapidash was in my side grade box on the Meta Simplified infographic, and it's definitely a pretty good Pokemon, especially up against the Dragons, because we do have that Fairy typing. We decided to charge up for the Play Rough and then go for the Body Slam, hoping to get a shield there, but we didn't end up getting one, so we decided to just go back to back, because, I mean, 2 Body Slams actually would take out the Shadow Kingdra. So we do get the shield on that one. At this point, we swap into Celio, catching what is hopefully an Octazooka, and then also hoping we don't get attack debuffed. There's the Octazooka, and we did not get a debuffed, which is awesome. And then Ariados comes back in, so Sosa really liking that Spider Doodle. We're just going to let this go, because it's not going to take us out. We know it's Lunge Cross Poison at this point, and yeah, we weren't too scared of either of those. Lunge is going to debuff our attack, but Body Slams are definitely going to be adding up still. Sosa's going to get to a charge move before my Body Slam goes through, unfortunately. So I decided to let it go just because I was already debuffed, and I guess I'm kind of thinking that I can probably deal with this with Rapidash, maybe get some energy. I know I've got like it's technically a super effective fast move, but it's not a big damaging one, so I just go straight for the Body Slam here. Hope that it goes down, really. Down it goes, and they actually bring in the okay, I don't actually know I'm not gonna try psychic thing. I don't even know what it is. Like, is it like a tiki something? Is it? I'm not sure, but I throw the move, get the last shield, swap into a Alolan Sandslash. At this point, there's pretty much no way I can lose this battle, because I still have 2 shields to 0. Look how much damage Ice Punch does. I only need 1 more Ice Punch on there. They swap into Kingdra, and it's just going to let me farm all the way down, get another Ice Punch ready to go, and I'll just be able to throw that right away. Have to burn a shield here, but yeah. Kingdra was just free farm. I wasn't going to be able to get to another charge move, so able to take this one out. And then we'll see what we're going in with in the next battle. I do like Galarian Rapidash a little bit more than Celio as a spammer, and so he's bringing in the Mr. Rhyme. I'm trying out Whiscash here. Now, Mr. Rhyme does have Icy Wind, which is a little bit scary. I don't really have like a great counter to Mr. Rhyme, but I can pretty confidently say that you are unlikely to see Mr. Rhyme on the battlefield. Dugong is eligible, so if you're wanting Icy Winder, you'll probably go for Dugong, because it's just bulkier and more annoying. But they swap in, well, I swap into Lapras, he swaps into that Alolan Raichu, which is definitely a little bit rough. Looks like he's actually running Spark as opposed to Volt Switch, which is definitely not the norm. But we do get a shield out of that Surf, we go for another one, they get the charge move off. Depending on what this is, I could survive. Maybe it's like a Thunder Punch. Turns out it's a Grass Knot, and that is going to take me out there, unfortunately. Bring in the Whiscash, because we have those, we've got the 2 Mud Bombs ready to go. So not expecting any shields here. Do get one. I guess Sosa was hoping to get a Grass Knot off. or at least pressure me to burn a shield there. But yeah, I had the back-to-back. So second one goes through there, takes out the Alolan Raichu. We see that Mr. Rhyme come back in. At this point, I'm not really sure what I should be doing, because I'm going to let Whiscash go, and it means I'm going to be able to bring Jirachi in. I've got 2 shields, but the fact that it's an Icy Wind Pokemon is a little bit unfortunate, because it means that I'm not going to be able to clear these debuffs as soon as they land. Even though that's the case, I'm kind of deciding my win con here is kind of just letting this damage through, farm all the way down, and then just hope that whatever's in the back, looks a little bit of lag there, so I stop attacking, let him get 2, and then we just resume there. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that 2 Psychics is going to take out whatever's in the back, and a shield in tow as well. So the fact that Sosa isn't swapping makes me think it's Dragalge. This is definitely going to do a lot of damage. I have been like double debuffed here, so it's not going to do as much, but yeah, you can see that a second one is going to take Dragalge out. A little bit of lag there as well. I got an extra confusion, but the game was pretty much over. I was going to take that one out, and yeah, I'm going to be able to close out it in the back as well. So with all of that said, that's the first little intro into the Glacial Cup. So thanks for watching. Thanks again to SosaFloat for the battles. Be sure to check him out over on Team Rocket Academy if you get the chance. Plenty of Silph content going around over the next month. And speaking of, subscribe if you haven't already, because there'll be plenty more Glacial Cup content coming out over the next month as well. But all that said, thank you to oh no, I'm gone. It's all out of order. Where'd I go? I am here now. Hello. Yeah, thanks to all my patrons and supporters over on Twitch as well. And yeah, check out the Meta Simplified video if you happen to have you decided to watch all the way through this one and refused to watch that one first. You can watch that now, and whenever I've got another Glacial Cup video up, I'll link it down there as well. But subscribe if you haven't already. Oh yeah, different spot, but just temporary. So see you next time.